Hey, this is the video for October 8th, 2020. It's already Thursday. Another week has come and gone. I appreciate you guys' hard work. Okay, you guys are doing a great job. Um, Thanks to those parents that came to or tapped into Zoom for parent-teacher conference. I appreciate that. It's always good to talk with them. Um, those of you who, if your parents didn't come, if they want to reach out to me anytime, I'm available. So, phone call or email. All right. Today's due now. Okay. What topics might Malala discuss in her speech at the United Nations? Okay, that's going to be the do now for today. So we learned, about her life, and then we learned that after she was shot and had recovered, she went to the United States and she gave a speech to the United Nations. So what do you guys think that she might include in that? Okay, what might she talk about in that speech? Okay, um, so that will be on Canvas, the do now. All right, now we're moving into page 46 and 47. All right, so we've got some vocabulary here. Okay, the first vocab word is achieve. Okay, um, so if you achieve something, I would say that would mean to successfully finish something, to successfully complete something. It's something that you have done. So you successfully been a part of something. To successfully be a part of something. Okay. What goal do you hope to achieve this year? This year, I hope to achieve the goal of blank. Okay. In basketball this year, I have a goal. This year, I hope to achieve the goal of winning a state championship. Last year, we took second. This year, I want to take first. Okay. All right. The next word, potential. Okay. Potential. And blank, that might be seen blank. Okay. An opportunity, that might be seen as achievable. Okay. So a lot of times I know I've told most of you, so my other job outside of school is we have a property management business. Okay, and I also sell some real estate. Okay, so when I take a client into a home that they're thinking about buying and it's kind of run down, a lot of times they will say, "Oh, this house has potential. I think it has potential." But potential to them means like, okay, well, we're gonna have to do new carpet. We're gonna have to tear this wall out, or we're gonna have to repaint. It has potential. Okay, it's not quite where it needs to be, but it could get there, right? So I would say an opportunity that might be seen as achievable. Okay, and achievable means that it can be done, right? To successfully complete something. Okay, it goes right along with each other. Okay, what can you do to reach your full potential as a reader? To reach my full potential as a reader, I can blank. Okay, and blank. Okay, to reach my full potential as a reader, I can set goals and read every day. Okay, those would be examples of what you could do to achieve that. Okay. All right. Malala spoke at the United Nations on her 16th birthday, a voice for human rights. On July 12, 2013, Malala gave a speech to representatives at the United Nations. The UN had declared the day Malala Day. Here are some excerpts from her speech. Dear brothers and sisters, do remember one thing. Malala Day is not my day. Today is the day of every woman, every boy, and every girl who have raised their voice for their rights. There are hundreds of human rights activists and social workers who are not only speaking for their rights, but who are struggling to achieve their goals of peace, education, and equality. Thousands of people have been killed by the terrorists, and millions have been injured. I am just one of them. So here I stand, so here I stand, one girl among many. I speak not for myself, but so that those without voice can be heard, those who have fought for their right to live in peace, their right to be treated with dignity, their right to equality of opportunity, their right to be educated. So, dear brothers and sisters, or sisters and brothers, she says, now it is time to speak up. So today we call upon the world leaders to change their strategic policies in favor of peace and prosperity. We call upon the world leaders that all the peace deals must protect women's and children's rights. A deal that goes against the rights of women is unacceptable. We call upon all governments to ensure free, compulsory education all over the world for every child. We call upon all governments to fight against terrorism and violence, to protect children from brutality and harm. We call upon the developed nations to support the expansion of educational opportunities for girls in the developing world. We call upon all the communities to be tolerant, to reject prejudice based on caste, creed, sect, color, religion, or gender, to ensure freedom and equality for women so that they can flourish. We cannot all succeed when half of us are held back. We call upon our sisters around the world to be brave, to embrace the strength within themselves and realize their full potential. So let us wage a global struggle against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism. Let us pick up our books and pens. They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Education is the only solution. Education first. Okay, very good. What does Malala want government leaders to do? List 2 goals. Underline text that supports your response. Okay, right here you're going to be able to find all these things. So let's look at one thing. We call upon all the world leaders that all the peace deals must protect women's and children's rights. Okay, so she wants to protect women's and children's rights. Okay, then you're going to underline this. Okay, underline it. Okay, a deal that goes against the rights of women is unacceptable. Okay, what else do they do? Free education all over the world for every child. She wants every child to have free education. Okay, so free education, you would underline it. Okay, since I use those 2, I want you guys to go find different ones. Okay, now identify text structure. What are 2 differences in how the timeline and speech provide information about Malala? The timeline is written in blank person, while the speech is written in blank person. The timeline presents events blank, while the speech focuses on blank. Okay. Okay, so first person and second person or third person. Okay. A timeline is written in so if we go back, guys, the timeline is written in third person. Okay, because it's like someone reporting on her. Okay, whereas the speech is written in first person. Okay, the timeline presents events over time, while the speech focuses on, what does the speech focus on? Okay, what she needed right then. Okay, what she was trying to present to the United Nations right then. Okay, I want you to fill that in. So first person, okay, or actually third person is the timeline. First person is the speech. Okay, and you guys should be able to fill in the rest. Malala repeats the phrase "we call upon" in her speech. Okay, so she says this like a bunch of times. We call upon our sisters around the world to be brave, to embrace the strength within themselves and realize their full potential. Okay, we call upon. Why does she use that term? We call upon in her speech. Why? What effect does the repetition create? The repetition emphasizes. Okay, what do you guys think it emphasizes? We call upon. She kept saying, we call upon the world leaders. We call upon governments. We call upon other governments. We call upon the developed nations. We call upon the communities. Okay? She kept saying, we call upon. Why? I want you guys to write down why you think she keeps using the term we call upon. Okay? I think it's kind of like an invitation to me. I'll leave it at that. I'll let you fill in the rest. Okay? All right, go ahead. I want you guys to turn in both 46 and 47 today. And then we'll jump over to the Read 180 student application as well as independent reading. Thanks so much.